My living situation, I had always rented privately. The place immediately before here was definitely an older house in need of repairs. I guess I should have seen it coming, but on September 1st, there were new minimum standards of living that was brought in, and this home did not meet those minimum standards of living. So they needed everyone to end their lease. They had given me months and months notice, which was great. And I thought, I'll find somewhere. And I'd started applying, just like any rental experience in the past, applying for places that fit those needs. And then fast forward 2 months and I was realizing I wasn't going to get a place. There were over 20 people at most of these inspections, and the situation is far worse than it was 6 years before when I last moved. I started not bringing my walking stick with me because I thought people had an unconscious bias, maybe seeing a disability, and were just like, oh, she's maybe not a safe bet. It was close to 4 months that I had been looking. One of the properties came up that looks like a miracle property. It was a BHC property at Yeronga-Pili. So I got the phone call saying that I didn't get the Yeronga-Pili place, but that there was one opening up at Woolloongabba that didn't have stairs, and would I be interested in inspecting that? Eagerly said yes, made a time, came down and met the property manager, and immediately I could feel hope coming back in, which I hadn't had for ages, and so I was crossing everything and wishing. So the property manager gave me a call and said I had been successful and they'd like to offer me the property, and I literally cried. Absolutely literally cried, because at this point I was now 10 days from my move out date and I had given up hope. So I've been here in Woolloongabba in the BHC property for 6 months, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I've been able to really make it feel like my home. One of the great things about living here is the location. I needed somewhere that was close to work, that I could get home from work safely in an evening. Being central in towards the city also really helps with my other interests, because not only do I work in theatre, but I also volunteer in community theatre. Another great thing about living here is that I'm so happy to have people over. It's just really nice to be able to bring people into the space and enjoy my space and actually relax here, either by myself or with friends. As an autistic adult, I do have certain sensitivities. Like I really liked having grass. It was regulating and grounding. So the way I've been able to do that here is I have my plants everywhere and looking after them, watering them, taking them out for the sun or moving them around. That also gets that same thing for me. Now that I've got somewhere safe and secure to live, I've found that I can actually think a little more about what I'm wanting to do outside of home. So I had finished uni last year and was actually looking at going and doing my master's, but it just got written off with stress. So maybe that's something that I can look at doing. I've also been able to start volunteering with those community theatre groups again, which was something I hadn't done for a while. So having a safe and secure place really has helped me to be more than just work and to start to live life and look forward to those other opportunities.